We have not forecasted a global recession, but there are significant downside risks, which of course we recognize and we have pointed to, which could still eventuate. But what I would say is that since our last outlook, if anything, the environment as far as energy prices, food prices and so on are concerned has slightly improved.
Do you believe there is much more monetary tightening that has to take place?
Well, this is not a one-size-fits-all. I mean, I think that in the US we can see that both core inflation as well as headline inflation has started to ease. While there might be some more monetary policy tightening, I think that we might be getting towards the end of that cycle.
You think the cycle is, I mean, we may not be there yet, but the cycle is gradually coming to a conclusion.
The US Federal Reserve has taken very strong action, and I know that the US Federal Reserve will continue to do what needs to be done in order to tackle inflation, but we can see that there is an easing of core inflation as well as headline inflation, so things certainly are now heading in the right direction. But in many other parts of the world, we would expect to see further monetary policy tightening. We think that there is still quite a bit further to go.
Within the OECD membership, the diversity of economies gives strengths and weaknesses, but if you look overall, is there a common thread?
Well, I mean, the common thread is the fact that lower global growth will have an impact on economies all around the world. I mean, trading nations around the world will sell fewer of their products and services in an economy, a global economy that is growing more slowly. So that is certainly a common thread. But, I mean, there are different challenges in different parts of the world. The energy crisis was particularly acute in Europe because of a particularly close exposure to oil and gas from Russia, for example. I mean,
that's abating to a large
which is abating also in the context of, of course, a milder winter than anticipated. But Europe has gone out of its way to diversify supply, to lower demand through demand measures. And indeed, I mean, if you look at what we thought the situation might be, it's not quite as bad as what was anticipated.
Right. It's that moment. There's lots of worries, you admit it.
Yeah.
So here's the worry board. We have removed climate crisis because everybody it faces that. So on our worry board, global recession and inflation, Ukraine and the energy crisis, COVID, China reopening, US political dysfunction, or you can write something yourself in. I know it's not a one-size-fits-all, but...
Well, I do continue to worry about inflation and the impact of measures to tackle inflation that could have on the economy.
Something tells me you're not finished.
No, and I mean, I don't think I don't think it's fair to single out the US political system. I think democracies are under pressure all around the world, and the need to strengthen democracies is acute everywhere.
I think for tomorrow we might change that to democracies. You've already had an impact, sir.